This is Darren with Engadget. Today we're looking at two Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 units. Here on the right we have the consumer version of the 10.1. This is a 16 gig Wi-Fi model. And over here is the 10.1 limited edition that was handed out at Google I/O. Now at a glance you probably wouldn't be able to tell a difference. Externally, from a hardware perspective, these two are effectively identical. Size-wise, they're the same. These are the speaker grills. If you look at the rear, the only noticeable difference is going to be the Android fellows here on the limited edition, whereas this one is just white. Even if you look at the bezels here, you've got the same thing going on. Both of these are Wi-Fi models, so at the top you'll just see power button and a volume rocker and headphone jack. No SIM card slot or micro SD slot on either of these. And then at the bottom you've just got the media connector there. So pretty much the same deal. It's just one has an Android motif on the back and the consumer version does not. Obviously the limited edition model will cost you quite a bit more on eBay or some such place. The consumer model here is going on sale initially June 8th at the Union Square, New York City Best Buy locations. It'll hit the rest of America on the 17th of June. So we'll just get the orientation right here. So I'll give you a quick look at the software differences. This has the limited edition version here on the left has Android 3.0. and Android 3.1 is here on the consumer model. There aren't a whole lot of differences between the two, particularly on the Wi-Fi model, and I'll show you here in just a moment. If we look at some of the widgets, you'll notice here this is the email widget on Android 3.1. So if I hold that down, you'll see these blue lines appear, and this allows me to resize this widget. You'll see it moving here as I see fit. Now if I were to try to drag it this way, it's obviously going to bounce back because there's something in the way. The calendar widget here should let me resize as well. May not have enough grid space here. Yeah, that's what's telling me I don't have enough grid space. Only a few applications, as we showed you in our original 3.1 video with the Motorola Xoom, only a few widgets support this right now. You'll see this is the TweetDeck widget. It doesn't. Market and YouTube widgets do not. So eventually we're hoping that more application makers will update their apps to support this, but as of now, not too many. One of the other major features of 3.1 was the ability to rent movies from the market. The problem is, since this is the Wi-Fi model, I'll show you here, there actually is no Movies tab here. Only the 3G models have the Movies tab to date. A few weeks, we're told, the Wi-Fi models will see that update as well. So very interesting that the 3G models have it and the Wi-Fi models do not yet, but that is the case. The other major improvement that Google talked about, aside from supporting a lot of USB devices within 3.1, was just overall system performance being faster and the browser being faster. On this particular device, the animations are just a little bit quicker on the consumer model, but in real world use, you're probably not going to notice it. I mean, we're not going to complain with any performance improvements, but generally speaking, these move at about the same pace. We'll just pull up the browser here. We'll try going to a site on both of these that we haven't been to before. Let's see. So both of these are on a home Wi-Fi network, so we're going to just see if there's any difference in the render times here. So there you have it. Not too much difference. Obviously this is a mobile site, so it's going to load up quite a bit quicker than a full site. Let's see here. So the 3.1 definitely loaded that page a bit quicker. Let's see if how this one does. That was a bit of an unfair fight. We'll try that one again in just a minute. Interesting. So the two OSs actually handle this video differently. The 3.0 expands this out wider. 3.1 keeps it compact. Actually, the 3.0 is the audio is continuing. Now we have an error. So I guess the 3.1 wins because it actually works when we played back video. However, we're having difficulty getting out of it, so there we go. So yeah, that's an overview of the consumer version of the Galaxy Tab 10.1. Not a whole lot different from the 10.1 limited edition that we reviewed before. Show you the sides here. So they keep the placement of the speaker grills the same, display is the same. So it still remains our favorite Android 3.1 tablet to date. It'll obviously be even better once the Movies application lands and users are able to take advantage of that. But this will go on sale. The 16 gigabyte Wi-Fi model will go on sale for $4.99. We're still waiting on 3G pricing. The 32 gig Wi-Fi model will sell for $5.99. And again, this is going to be available in the US on June 17th nationwide. June 8th, it will go on